Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Thursday, February 1st, 2024. A new month has begun. It's January's over. It's gone, done, and dusted. Oh boy, so how are things? How are things? Dolly's doing a bit better. She seems to be pretty much back to normal now. She is performing all of her normal behaviors. So she's good now. Her leg has recovered enough so that she's back to normal. Now, of course, she's probably still in a little bit of pain. It probably still is a bit sore, but she's not showing it anymore, which is good. She's recovering. It is mostly back to normal. Ollie's still Ollie. He's the same as he's always been. So, 3D printing. More discussions. I'll always going to start, I think, by talking about the state of the business side of the 3D printing stuff. Not printing right now. Don't have anything to print right now, as far as I'm aware, unless something literally just came through this moment in time. Yeah, I have nothing to print at the moment. I have been making some updates to my listings, though. I mentioned that I had updated my tags for better, like, search engine optimization to have, existent SEO in my tags for my Etsy listings. I have also, yesterday, I started off by making a Pinterest account, business account, and I put all of my Etsy listings on Pinterest. Now, of course, one day, nothing has happened with that within just one day. We'll see if that does anything at all at any point, but it's lower on my, like, points of focus right now, but it was a thing that I could do that was relatively easy, that took like an hour or less to get everything put on to Pinterest from Etsy. The other thing was that I have also attached a Google Analytics property with Etsy. So now I get far better and far more detailed analytics on Etsy. Like, I can actually have a tab for, like, real time, and I can see when people are viewing my stuff on Etsy in real time, well, within the last 30 minutes, and I can see the pages that they went to in the visit, and I can, get all of that wonderful information without having to wait for hours upon hours upon hours, or even the next day before I get anything updated related to, the stats on the Etsy store. I wish I could do the same thing with eBay, but eBay doesn't really like that so much. It makes it very difficult by not having these types of integrations or, any useful statistic tracking whatsoever. eBay is just not good at these things. It does not have, like, good statistics tracking. Like, it doesn't tell you when someone watches your listings on eBay. It doesn't tell you when someone has set a listing to be watched of your listings. It doesn't tell you this. It doesn't tell you when it changes. It doesn't tell you how many people have visited your shop page. It doesn't tell you how many people you had view all of your listings on a given day. It only tells you like how many people have viewed your listings within the past 30 days, and that's all you get for each individual listing. No aggregate totals at all anywhere on eBay. And I am sure as hell not going to pay a third-party service tying into an API to get this information, or to even attempt to interpret and give me this information. Etsy just has it. It's there. You have some idea of how well the shop itself is doing, because the focus there is more the store, it seems. Where eBay, the focus is each individual listing is its own entire separate environment, independent of everything else. So, the other thing that I have done is I am starting to experiment again. I'll say this as an again statement, because I had tried this in the past, but hopefully this time we'll have a little bit more success. I am experimenting with offering free shipping on a number of my items. It is not going to be applied across the entire store, across all of my listings, because right now I have, for my listings, a flat rate for shipping of $5.65, plus an extra 20 cents per additional item that you order from the store. So $5.65 plus 20 per extra item. That is flat rate no matter where you are in the US. That's the rate. Now eBay has their international shipping program that will have an additional charge for any international shipments. That is completely separate. I do not see a dime from that, nor do I have any control over how much that costs. Complain to eBay, not to me, about the international shipping prices. So, in the past, I had attempted to have all of my listings priced up with free shipping. I saw significantly lower sales during that period of time, to the tune of basically nothing. To the tune of basically nothing. And I had this for like 2 months or so last year. And yeah, I was previously making sales. During that period of time, I made a couple. I did sell a few things, but it was nowhere near any acceptable level. Like, it was practically non-existent. So I went back to paid shipping and lowered prices, and sure enough, I started making more sales, a lot more sales, and a lot more bulk sales in particular. The thing is, though, now, with the current state of my store, I'm offering a number of larger, more significant items, as well as a number of items that I think and have noticed tend to sell individually more than in pairs or in multiples. So my thought was, okay, we'll try pricing up and having free shipping for items that I believe are more likely, like as a whole, to only sell singularly, as well as having the prices like generally slightly adjusted down a little bit compared to previously. So in most cases, it's going to just be a $5 bump rather than, $6 or $5.65. The thing is, there are smaller, much cheaper items that I really can't do, because I've had this experience already with those items that they just won't sell if I have free shipping on them, and have to price them up for the shipping costs, because of course the shipping has to get paid regardless, and it's not going to come out of my pocket. I'm not going to make a loss on the item. There's also the idea of, oh, could you lower that flat rate shipping cost? Well, no, actually, because then the like items that are $1.99, $2.49, I would be at a loss at that point. I would not make any money. I would, in fact, lose money on those particular sales because it's not just the cost of the label, it's the cost of the box and the paper and the tape and the physical label that goes onto the box. It's all of this other material cost that goes into the cost of shipping as it currently exists. That has to go somewhere, and it's either going to be in the cost of the item itself or in the cost of the shipping price. And for items that I have seen, or that are smaller, that are cheaper, that I would prefer multiple sales of in a given order, like little single item displays, like this. Those types of things that I think will sell multiple of, and even things like the console display things up there. It's better if I charge that flat rate with the 20 cents per additional item, because that ends up being a lot less cost overall as a buyer than having me up the price by $5 each and offering free shipping. Because then anyone who wants more than one of these items ends up paying that additional $5 per extra item. So, yeah. In case you're wondering why people offer free shipping in the first place, it's particularly to get a bigger payday off of people who order more than one item. That's the reason. But also to discourage more than one item being sold at a time. That being said, I have made my adjustments to a few of my much larger items, like that big display right behind me, that 16 Game Boy Advance sized item back there, that 4x4 Game Boy Advance display that's currently not displaying any Game Boy Advance games at all because I don't even have any anymore. That's been priced at $20 with free shipping, $19.99. Also things like my UMD trays in general. The 20 slot has become free shipping. The 50 and the 100 were already free shipping just because they're so expensive. But the 20 slot tray that I have here, this one in blue, this tray I marked up to $21.99 from $16.99, and put it as free shipping. And you know what? I did that yesterday. I sold one overnight on eBay. The first one on eBay sold at the new price with free shipping. So, you know, there's something to it. There is something to it with having free shipping offered. So that's what I'm experimenting with. I'm probably going to add a few more items to the free shipping setup, but it won't be everything. I would say that anything that's probably like far less than 10 would be free shipping. Would not be free shipping. Anything less than 10 would not be, or maybe less than 7. I don't know. There may be some interesting ones that are a bit larger, but also a bit cheaper that I may have as free shipping, like this guy, the controller display stand. I'm not sure about with that controller display stand. It's like $10 currently with paid shipping. I don't know with that if I want to encourage selling multiple or selling one. Because the thing about these controller display stands is if you have a need to display N64 controllers, you're probably going to have one of each color of controller to display that existed. So, yeah, it's probably gonna sell multiple of them when I eventually sell one of them. I haven't sold a single one of those yet. But we shall see. I don't know. I don't know. This is a decision I have to make. But, yeah. We'll see. It's just, some things will be free, some things won't. That's just the way of things. So, moving on. Game. Game. The game. And with that talking, of course, my allergies are kicking in. I can feel it. Despite my shower cleaning me out briefly, they've come back almost immediately. So, last time we met, what did we do? We increased the amount of fish available, as well as improved their usage with extra productivity. We also built a new setup for the power. Built a new little power grid setup with Mark III turbines. And I said that in between streams what I would end up doing is adding another square of that. Adding, yeah, at least one more square of that. And removing the Mark II one once I set that up. So here's the one that I placed last time. I have finished building it. And it makes a lot of power. Enough for the whole base all by itself. The Mark II turbine setup is gone. And I now have this Mark III setup. Now, you're probably noticing there's some robots flying over there. There's some Constructo bots over there. Well, yeah, I did a thing with that. I got lazy. I already am lazy. I got even lazier. I didn't want to actually build this myself. So I ran a set of Mark III construction zone extenders. A new item. I had to bring a couple extra items into the mall to make these, like heavy fermium material, which was not at the mall yet. Got them made, got them built. They're smaller than the Mark III roboports, and they managed to fit in between my rails, which is nice for once. And they built the thing, and they'll continue building the thing. Funny thing though about that is I'm gonna have to destroy it soon. Like once they finish like the rail out here, it's not going to be permanent. And the reason it's not going to be permanent is that, yeah, the game is so stupid. I don't exactly know why it behaves like this or why it wants to behave like this. But you know, these little islands of the logistics zones that are, you know, only connected by construction zone. Yeah, the game considers them all connected, including to my mall. It considers the whole thing one network. Even though the logistics zones are not connected to each other directly. So I would have bots from the mall fly with stuff from the mall all the way out here. All the way out here. And it has happened. Which is not the behavior that I expect. Which is, in fact, most definitely not a behavior that I want the game to have. Full stop. If if I have separate logistics zones, they should be separate logistics zones. I expect these to be independent from each other. But if a construction zone connects them, they are no longer independent from each other. They can absolutely fly back and forth over the gap of no logistic zone coverage. Because it's all one logistic zone. Anyway, hello, good morning. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You haven't missed anything at all at this point. There has been nothing at all besides my discussion of the 3D printing stuff. Which, for all intents and purposes, was just, hey, I'm changing a few things to be offered with free shipping. And that's about it. That was relevant. So, we got that done. And we have begun the process of working towards PyScience 4. And to that end, I set up MOVA last time. We got into the ammonium sulfate and the MOVA, and I set up the tinned copper cables and put those on the train network. So that's done. What is left? We need Xeno eggs, we need that 4 nanoenzymes, and we need, separately from that, perfect samples, and all of the stuff that makes perfect samples. And once that happens, we will have PyScience 4. Pretty much immediately. There is Vonix egg here, which also is required, since I don't have Vonix at the moment. So that's yet another thing. I don't remember if in this list of stuff for perfect samples, if Vonix is required for anything. I do not remember. I do not see anything that is specifically the venom gland. Venom gland is Vonix. Have I gotten that, or do we not? We do have Vonix already making venom glands, so getting the eggs on the network should be simple enough. However, there are a few new things that we will need that will require a bit of sidetracking for a little bit, in particular for the antelope, since we will need tritium in order to get our first antelopes. But once we have our first antelopes, we will have infinite antelopes, since they are a caged creature. Mwahahaha. And all caged creatures are free. They are completely free. Hello, Mr. Cat. Ollie, he's here. He has arrived. What about these infused cartridges? I do have them. Anyway, we will need Xeno's eggs first, of which I have made Xenos, and I have some of them. Just a few already made and ready to go. I have access to Mark III reproductive plants now, which is great. So this is just as simple as this. I will be caging and uncaging Xenos to get an infinite supply of the Xenos. Same with the Muckmo, to get the infinite supply of the Muckmo. reminding me that I will need N amount of those on me. And away we go. So, very simple start here. Just need a factory location. And it looks like we are going to need to build out our next factory locations here. Great. Oh, hey, there's the venom. There's the Vonix. For the venom glands. Fantastic. With the eggs, which I will need as well. Cool. Great. That's actually really convenient, so I can just move the eggs onto the thing. Gonna go over here, build these rails, and then up, and yeah, we'll be good from there. So yeah, now the power is 3.4 terawatts of available power. It's fantastic. We're almost at 1 terawatt of usage in the base. I know I'm only making 1 of these eggs, but that 1 egg is gonna need to go pretty far. Consider also that I'm probably only gonna ever use this for nanoenzymes. Yeah, it will actually only be used for nanoenzymes, which would normally mean that I would only have it at nanoenzymes, but it's a substantial enough build that I will have it separate. Just gonna have to place this rail down. Ooh, I need to do that. Because, of course, deconstruction orders time out for no real good reason. End up destroying your plans. I really think that ghosts for construction should absolutely never time out the deconstruction tiles for them, or that they're on. If a ghost for an entity is on top of, is like, it has a deconstruction order, in order to place it, that deconstruction order should never time out. If the ghost entities themselves never time out, neither should the deconstruction order placed to build that entity for that ghost entity. It makes no sense. We're supposed to have things, but, you know, stuff. Go, place. Yay. Placed. Alright. Show me. Makmo. Hello, Mr. Cat. Oh, right. I, yeah. Right. I have better bacon now that I could use for this, but I'm not going to. I will actually keep it the way it is, because I don't need it. I don't need the great big beacons. Not at all. Not with this. I need existent productivity. Now, I did this twice because one is for the Xenos. Oops. Xenos! Xeno. The intended output is the Xenos. Whoops. But here the intended output is the adults in the cages. This will not get returns, but this other one will. So that's a cage return. Hello, Ollie, rubbing my legs. Ta-da. I will need fuel. Let's see, so I'll need wood, bones, guts, fish. Ollie. Butter! Ollie cat. Hello. Mwah. Hello, Ollie cat. How's the big boy? How's the big boy doing? Oh, baby. Oh, baby boy. Get that camera up, huh? Get that camera up for the baby boy. Yeah, rubs. Rubby, headbutts. Headbutts. Yeah. Yeah, headbutting me. Yeah, he wants attention. He wants his petting. Oh, he's pushing into it. Pushing himself into it. Yeah, he wants to get in my lap. He wants to lap. But my microphone is here. Hey. Oh, yeah. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. In the lap. Look at this cat in the lap. He's pushed my microphone up into my face. Look at this cat. This cat. He's forced himself into the lap. This cat. Yes, he's pushed himself into the lap. He wants attention. He wants attention. He knows he's not supposed to get the attention in the lap. When I'm streaming. This is not what he's supposed to do, but he's forced it. He's forced it. Oy, oy, oy. Doesn't help that I'm actually petting him. Because it'll just make him keep coming over and over again. Well, fine, if you want to be there, then I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna be here. Just, with Cat. With Cat, as long as he's here. I hope he's fine. As is. You're hot. You are baking. You are hot, Cat. Mr. Ollie. Why do you want to be in my lap? Why do you want lap? Huh? Mr. 14-pound kitty. Mr. 14-pound cat. Why are you in my lap? We got their pet licenses done last night. On the last day possible. So they're legal. They're legal kitties. Yes, they're legal now. Still. City wants licenses paid every year for all pets with proof of rabies vaccinations. You up further. Yeah. Yeah, big boy. What am I doing? Is it comfy? Are you genuinely comfy? Or are you just pretending? Alright, I need box. It's not my box. That is my box. Empty barrels. Stretchies. Stretchies, he stretchies. He stretchies. We can't even see the kitty anymore. There's the baby. There's a baby. Yes, we got baby. We got baby. There's a tail. There's a baby's tail. Yes. And his face poking. Yes, there's a baby. That's Mr. Ollie. Yes, that's Ollie. Ollie Wally wants his pettins. He wants his pettins on the lap. Yeah, baby. Rubs. Rubbies. Rubby bubby. Hurry. Hurry kitty. Lolly. Okay. Yeah, looking. Looking at me. Why'd I stop, huh? Why'd I stop? Why did I stop? Yeah, I know you're looking like, why did I stop? Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop, huh? Why'd I stop? Yes, keep going. Keep petting. He wants all of it. He wants all of it. Oh boy. Alright. Bones, guts, fish. 2 of these are stacked. I will need to destack them. For obvious reasons, I can't move my right arm at the moment. Oh, and I don't need any of the fluids. I think it should be pretty obvious why my right arm cannot be moved at the moment to type things for searching. Left-handed searches only. Ah. Alright, I need a box. Couple boxes. I just add guts. Just add guts. Then we're good to go. And there are the eggs. Go, go, egg. Limit this container to like 2, I guess. Just 2. And we should be good to go. He's sleepy now. He's got himself a good spot for sleepies. Up against my arm. Ah, boy. Ali. Okay, we've got our eggs, so it is time for the nanoenzymes. Yeah. Xeno egg. Xeno egg. Xeno egg. All right, we've got our aliens. Now for nanoenzymes. Woohoo. Just a sanity check. I think I have everything for them. Have I put propeptides? No. Have I ever made propeptides? Yes. I made them at Kaito-san. / nanofibrils. Okay, well, that's where we're going, I guess. See, I had a feeling that I've made propeptides already that I had to have to get to this point. I just didn't remember where or if they were on the train network. Now I know. Ooh, those are the old beacons. Hello. You moved. He's going. He's going. He's gone. He's gone. I'm free. I'm free. Oh boy, finally. Finally I'm free. Everything is back. I'm free. I'm free. The cat hath left. He's off my lap. He's next to me, but he's off the lap. Oh joy. Oh joyous day. Some noise disturbed him. Wow, this is literally on the opposite end of the base. Great. The complete opposite end of the base. Hey, it's almost that time. I'm so happy I checked. It is just about that time for my second ever refueling of my personal train. This is only the second time I've ever done it. And I will have to remove that. All right, so that right there, that was the refueling point. I would have run out on this trip. Oh boy. Joy and bliss. Speaking of which, I don't even have everything was off kilter on my other screen. Okay, yet another supply station here. Which will likely also need a depot, and I'm closer to the depots at the start here, so get the depot done first. Alright, we need propeptide. Propeptides have existent productivity, but I'm gonna sneak in a 5.5 of standard size beacon. That adds a bit, puts it over like triples the amount that it had before. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. And since we love productivity so much around here, I'll add the 5.4 and the 5.3 of the full-size bacon. That, yeah, that improves things a bit. Makes it 3680. Put locomotive. Macropeptides. Hmm. Okay. Head back. Just to restock. Then we can get into this, because I'm pretty sure now that all of this is available on the trains. Just need to think about the phosphate rock needs to be made local. The ideal method would actually be chitin now. So that will be made out of that. Yes, these beacons do need to change to that. Ash will be local. Nothing. You'll notice that the game is running about half speed when I was in the map view just now, while streaming. But I'm not streaming, I'm actually, I have greater than 1x speed. Not quite like even 1.2. It's like, it hits like 80s-ish, 70, 80s. Just the act of streaming, having OBS running, cuts the frame rate down considerably. It's a little awkward. Or it's not expected behavior, but whatever. Like, I don't even have to stream at all. It would just, it just does it. Right, going over here. This will be our nanoenzymes. It will need a few ingredients. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fluids. And then 13 solids. Should be 13. Ta-da! Oh boy, this is a lot of stuff here. Finally, an actual substantial factory. He says, knowing that the perfect sample factory will also be quite substantial. I'm going to see what I can do with that, with the perfect sample factory. Try and make it as small as I can for the train station inputs. That will ultimately mean that I will have a ton of buildings as part of the actual factory itself, though. Alright, start with the shenanigans. And this technically doesn't even really need anything for like modules and things. Well, it needs the modules, it just doesn't need the oh right, I have only Mark IIIs now of those. So I have to change that preference. If I can find it anywhere in here. There you are, near the bottom. Of course it's near the bottom. Who would ever keep it near the top, huh? Now, where's the ash? There. Yeah, this does not need the extra beacon power. Probably gonna have bots work this. Ogres. You are last. I will need at least two. It's just such a big factory. Okay. Bots are doing their thing. Oh, do I have that on the network? I do. Good. Thank goodness. Peroxide. There's the fluids. Oh. Sigh. I did not notice that this was the MOBA Pulp 3 input. Hydrogen peroxide. Okay, that should be all of the fluid inputs. Oh, power. So what do we got? We got plastic. We got an excellent. We got ammonium. Is that sulfate? The sulfate and the nitrate look way too similar to each other. Biosamples. Propeptides. Laboratory instruments. Glassware. Stainless. Steel. Which is not stacked. Okay, it's the other one. Mew. Xeno eggs. Prepared. Glass. Milfate. Something is... Two things I missed. Oh yeah, chitin and wood. Meow. Mr. Ollie. How's Ollie? Ollie Cat's here. He called me out, Colin. Meowing. It's like, but you know I'm here, and I know you're here. Like, what's the matter? What is the matter with the Ollie? With the Ollie cat? So as soon as everything arrives, we will have the nanoenzymes. The nanoenzymes. We have them. Milestone achieved. Nanoenzymes are flowing. Oh, all right. Nanoenzymes. What? Sorry, nanozymes. I'm sorry, but they're called they're nanozymes. I will never call them nanozymes. They're nanoenzymes. My brain does not see anything other than nanoenzymes. So that's what they shall be until the end of time. Remember, I planned 15, and yeah, look, there was a few more than that per second getting made there for a bit. Okay, we made it across. We made it across the road. We made it across the road. Now, the only thing that remains is the final boss of perfect samples for getting into our PyScience 4. And it's also needed for utility science. Oh, boy. Where to even begin? I think we will begin with antelope, getting tritium for the antelope. I think that's where we should start, is tritium. It's not going to be possible to get that much out of a single fusion reactor because it's literally impossible to get that much removed from the reactor. Of everything. Like, it literally has too much of the other fluids to even come close to this from a single reactor. However, it does have the benefit of, you know, the cost savings. The costs are lower. Liquid helium. Yeah, that's a thing too. Helium sort of just also loops itself infinitely. It needs an input of deuterium. Now I do have that, right? I do have the deuterium. Yeah, I have that. That's fine. But I need wall shields. Unless I have those. Do I have wall shields? No. I'll need wall shields. I'll need I'll need diverters. I'll need blankets. So we need these items. I don't need them to be, like, particularly productive. I'll need them to be productive, just not particularly productive. Because it ends up being quite a lot of diamonds. Quite a lot of diamonds if we don't have it be productive, so they'll get whatever's, like, available around the fusion reactor stuffs. Lithium plate is not provided. I will need to make the lithium plate as well. I will need blanket chassis. Now we should be at the most basic of items that are available on the network for this. Okay? Yeah. I will need a fusion reactor, which I think I've made. Or not. Or not. There. Mine? So the most we'll be able to dump is well, actually I have to look at the building here. So yeah, it's one output each for each fluid. So the most I can get rid of is 12,000 units of the supercritical steam at a time. So I would have to, like, scale down until I see 12,000. That's 20,000. That's 12. So I get at most out of this machine 60 units of tritium at maximum beacon coverage. Now, that maximum beacon coverage does reduce all of the inputs significantly, but I just need to know that each fusion reactor will only ever give me 60 tritium because I cannot eliminate more than 12,000 units of supercritical steam at a time. Meow. What's a meow for? Why you meowing? Meow? No? Chirpy? Why you meowing? Ollie? Ollie cat? Gonna jump up for me? Gonna come up? Oh. It's wet. It's been soaked. It's been soaked and he wants to chase it. He's watching. He's watching. He wants to chase it. Go get it. Off he runs. Off he goes to go chase it. Ah. Yes, because Ollie gets his toys wet. He's got to give his babies some water, food and water for his babies. Ah. You brought it? brought it to me. I've seen it described as drowning behavior, to like drown the prey, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Meow. Meow. It has returned. Hi. Go get it. Off he runs. It's time for fetch, I guess, for Kitty. Time for Ollie to play fetch. We're not even halfway through the stream yet. We've still got like 14, 13 minutes to be halfway. We're making good progress since we're already now past Nanoenzymes and are beginning our work on the remaining things for perfect samples. Oh goodness, that's gonna... yeah, this process is gonna take a while. I'm not even gonna get it next stream. Just thinking logically here, like the amount of work left to go to get just the perfect samples is a lot. It is significant because we have to do this to get the Schrodinger antelope. We also have to literally launch rockets into space with Dingrit in spacesuits to get cosmic space Dingrits, because I have not updated the game to the most, or I haven't updated the mods to the most recent version, nor will I before the end of this series. So I still have to do the Dingrit stuff, cosmic space Dingrit, before. Yeah. He got it wet again. I tossed it, and he took it to, it bounced off the wall behind me. And he took it all the way up to the water bowl to get it wet. Like, I threw it, he chased it, he grabbed it, he took it to the water, he got it wet again, and he brought it back down. He's like, no, this must be wet. It must be wet. I must have it be wet. My toy must be juicy. 13. Baby, that hit my arm. Ba-da, ba, ba, ba. Ba. Go get it. He's running. He's running. It's good for Ollie. He needs to run more often. A lot more often. Yeah, you brought it. You brought it back. You brought it back. It's good, Ollie. Playing fetch. Playing fetch with his Christmas mousey. Yeah. You get it. You get it. It bounced. It bounced. Where is it? Where is it, big boy? You gotta bring it up. You gotta bring it up. It's too far away. It's too far for me to grab. You gotta bring it up. I know it's close, but it's not close enough. Yeah, baby. Baby Ollie cat. You need to run more. You need to run a lot more. You're 14 pounds. You need to run a lot more. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Now he's grabbies. Now his claws are out and he's grabby. I'm missing helium from this list. Like, I need n amount of existent initial helium. Like, I do understand I don't need the helium perpetually, but I will need an existent amount at the beginning. Right, so, I had been cleaning up the dinner food for the cats as soon as they would walk away, and I did that for a bit over a week. And after having done that for a week, I decided to grab Ollie, get on the scale, weigh myself with Ollie carrying him, and then weigh myself without carrying him. God, that number was not nice. On both counts. And, yeah, you know how I said he was 14 flat from the vet? Well, my scale came up as 14.2 pounds. Now, my scale, that 0.2 could be like calibration, like margin of error. The scale does not, it's digital readout scale, and it does not give odd numbered tenths values. It gives you the nearest 2/10. So it's only going to give you it's going to give you 0.2468 and none of the in-betweens. And I'm pretty sure that it has an error that is at least 0.2. So for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say that in that week of not allowing Ollie to eat Dolly's leftovers, he did not lose any weight at all. None. Nothing. If anything, he gained weight during that period of time where he did not eat Dolly's food. Which means exactly what happened, what I said would happen, which is, oh, if he does not have access to Dolly's food, he's just going to eat more dry food that they have access to, that they habitually never finish eating what they have access to each day, meaning that there's room to eat more if I give them less of the wet food. So the only way to resolve Ollie eating too much food is to reduce the dry food, which we should have done from the start, because as it turns out, the issue is not the set amount of wet food that they get, it's the fact that they've had access, 24/7 access, to dry food. 2 cups-ish? I'm trying to remember that she's got a big scoop that my mother uses to do the dry food. She does the dry food, I do the wet food. And she puts a scoop into one of each bowl. They have 2 bowls and they each get a scoop for each bowl, one for each cat, but of course they don't care whose is whose for the bowls. They just sit next to each other and they'll get whatever's available. So I literally said the other day, it's like, well, you see that this doesn't work. I know exactly what's happening. Cut the dry food in half. Then you won't even consider this. You won't have to pay for as much of the dry food anymore. You your cost on the dry food will cut in half. Like, that's great. Only give them half. Because clearly Dolly's getting enough. She's fine. Her weight has not particularly increased over time. It's his weight. She has what access she needs for food. The The only thing is we have to be careful if Dolly does not get enough dry because Ollie eats all of it before she can. That's the only thing to look for. Is if she starts losing weight, that would be a problem. But we need Ollie to start losing weight. That's what we need. We need Ollie to lose weight. We don't want him to have diabetes. We absolutely do not want to be injecting a cat with a needle every day, every single day. Good luck with that. That's not something that's going to happen at all. I mean, I believe that his weight is, while he is overweight, he is not excessively overweight at this point. I don't think he's excessively overweight. I know that he is built to be large, a large cat, but so I think that his normal okay weight will be bigger than most standard cats, but not current weight. He does need to lose at least 2 pounds, which, 2 over 14 is a pretty significant percentage. Let's just say he needs to lose a kilo, and he's like, what? That's what, 6 point whatever kilos? Closer to 7? So, yeah. What is this notification? Nothing important. Okay. That is the last of my coffee. And we are about 3 minutes from the break. I'm going to set up this little loop here with the helium. Now I need to remember with helium, what is the building that decompresses liquid helium? It is the evaporator. This little guy. This will also have issues. Because I can only vent up to 12,000 per second as well from this. That just about blah. Just about a blah. Blah 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 blah. Just fit, damn you. Gasso. We need some gasso. Gasso weenies. That is my alarm, indicating that I am in fact now halfway through today's stream, meaning it is time to take a brief break. I will be back in just a few minutes. And I have returned. Welcome back. Here is Cat. Oops. Here is Ollie Cat. He is up and on the table. He's on the desk. He's comfy in his comfy spot next to me. Okay. Well, this is making enough, I believe, for fantastic things, but we're gonna add a little bit of extra stuffs here so that we are, yeah. So great things, even greater of things, will be going on here with this liquid helium, such that I don't need to bring in any of the helium that gets produced out of this fusion reactor. Okay, to that end, let us continue. Oh, you need regular helium as well. Oh, joy, oh, bliss. Give me things. Alright, that one. That, and that, and that, and that. And a wah-wah. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I may steal these wall shields, because I will need reinforced wall shields for personal fusion cells. But we'll see. We shall see. you. 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 Facing that direction. Put you there. Get this guy. Frick. 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 Frack. Frockety. Yeah, those are some numbers, huh? Oh, once per tick. What? But this is a 40-second recipe. Huh? Interesting. This is a 40-second recipe, though. I didn't think 40-second recipes, even at the crafting speed cap, were able to hit once per tick. Odd. That means they don't actually gain much at all, if anything, from... Oh, I have to laugh at all that. Right. I will need to have enough room for that. Interesting. That's the fluids. So the thing is here, I'm not sure if... Great big if statement here. I am not exactly sure if this is going to have productivity effects. Working on the wall shield and on the smoo. And on the blanket and diverter. Blanket. Divertor. I don't think so. But you never know. You never know. Never ever know. Until you test. You never know until you test. Alright, superconducting magnetic units. Excellent. Diamonds are somewhat mostly forever. We need boron carbide. We need lead plate. We need super steel. The most super of super steel. And super alloy. Which must be destacked. We need steel, standard old regular plain vanilla steel. We need ferrite. Bring me the ferrite. Oh boy, I'll need to get more of that then. Lithium hydroxide. I'm gonna sneeze. I just got that mutant time. Yes, made him look at me. Like, what's this noise? Why are you making noise? Moo. We need moo. Moo. Oh no, the moo. The moo is stacked. Vanadium. Vanadium. Can come on down whenever it exists. And copper. Copper, papa, papa. So, it will utterly suck if I have to also plan around overproduction from this being productive and applying the productivity to the like 50% return rates of some items. That would actually just suck. So let's hope it isn't productive, actually, for once. Nothing has. Well, very little has. There have been some, though, like cobalt extract. Cobalt extract ended up being affected by productivity on the that one process that produces cobalt extract as a byproduct. Niacai, yeah, the Niacai process ended up having productivity applying to cobalt extract. So I just don't know about this one. So we just need vanadium, it looks like. We just need that vanadium. Humma. Oh. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't make too many big edits over there. Because I could have accidentally broken things. A lot. Anyway, move. It's coming here. It's a-coming over here. And then we'll get to see if I get to add a whole bunch of, like, supply stations and voiding to all of this. Oh, he's comfies. He's so comfies. He's so comfy, kitty. He's comfy, Ollie. Oh boy, that's gonna take a bit. That's gonna take a minute. In the meantime. In the meanwhile. So. Perfect samples. I will need anti-tumor. What do I have? I have the Rika. And I think that's the only thing I have. I think Rika is the only thing I have. I don't remember setting up anything other than Rika, so I need the anti-tumor, erythro, whatever. I need the nanochondria. It's here. It's going. It's going, and thank God it's not. It's not affected by the productivity. No, oh no, oh no, it is. Oh, it is. Crap. Bulliness, crapimus. Oh, it is. It is clearly affected by productivity. Well, that's an issue. All right, then. Dee, da, do. Okay, I need to keep all of that. It's just I have to do it, like, further up and have doohickeys everywhere with prioritization and a whole bunch of undergrounds. Okay. Do I want diverters on my network? Well, they're needed for satellites. And those. So, yes. How about wall shields? Well, I know wall shields. What about the, blanket? The blanket also needed for satellites and other portable fusion reactor stuff. Okay, well, that pretty much answers that question. The SMU can always get voided. That is always happening. I need wood stacks. Alright, this is just gonna end up being quite a bit more complicated than I originally intended, but you know what, we'll have it done this way anyway. So, yes, as dumb as it is, I'm going to be setting up this particular factory to output no fewer than 4 things. The tritium, the blankets, the wall shields, and the diverters. So we'll need 3 additional supply stations. 1 for each of these things. And we'll need to have it designed so that any of the excess stuffs gets voided. And yes, even though I'm making all 3 of them from scratch here, I'm actually going to be sending out the byproduct version. The infinitely productive version. That one's the wall shield, right? Yes. And that... Okay. Blanket and diverter. Blanket's on this one. Diverter's on that one. All right. Existent amounts. Now, is it huge amounts? No. Is it enough? Yeah. I think so. Just a shame that we're limited to 12,000 per second from the supercritical steam voiding here. Just a bit of a shame to be limited in that way, but whatever. As long as we got existent amounts of these stuffs, we should be fine. I do miss the old tritium icon at times. Previous tritium icon was a yellow border square with a big yellow T. It was very, very loud, big yellow tritium icon. Okay, we are finished with that. Now I need to go through each of the things that I need to get into these perfect samples, as well as request tritium at the mall and get the initial Schrodinger antelope. So let me see. I've got the anabolic RNA. That one is the one to add. I have Rika. So as long as I've got the nanochondria, the anti-tumor BMPs, anti-tumor nanochondria, orexigenics. That should be everything. Pretty sure it's just 6 of those things. The bumps. The bump. Also known as a very old image file format, the bump. The bitmap, I believe, is the actual name. BMP bump. That's what we used to call them, the bump files. Oh boy. Old Windows 3.1 Paint era. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let me double check. Do I have on the train network immunosuppressants? No. Have I ever made them? No. I will need immunosuppressants. They will be required for the cosmic space dinglet. Are they only ever used there? They are used for bioprinting important things, so I will need a lot of them. Okay, that will be a factory. What else? I'm also going to put, like, pull this all the way to the bottom of the list. Along with Pi4. Okay. What else? That else. I think we've got everything else. The cosmic space dinglets will probably exist in a separate location, slash the snarer part will probably exist in a separate location from this big factory, but we'll see. We shall see about that. What I do know is that it's pretty not feasible to have every single one of these have maximum productivity like this. That's pretty non-feasible. Still though. Just thinking slightly, just a little bit. So the idea here would be to build everything here. Like so, from its basic creatures. Newells will be interesting, to say the least. That'll be somewhat interesting. So I'll have to go and put them onto the train network. Currently, they're only making ink. And I don't have Dilmo, period. I think that's the current situation on the Dilmo. I think I don't have any full stop. But that's easy enough from the cubs and from the eggs. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why would we Dilmo pool when we can incubator with productivity from the eggs? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. This is looking good. This is looking pretty glorious. Okay then. First that, do I have the pacifastin on the network? I should have it, at least. Pasta. Alright. So that means we've got everything for that available, including the jelly. I did make jelly. Orexigenics needs... Do I want to add a non-conductive phasogen? I don't want to add the alloy. We're doing that for you, and we're probably doing the not recipes, the things that don't have. Why do you have 3 options? Hello? I'd rather not Perogen, to be completely honest. I'd rather not these things. So at this point in the game, I have all of those items. I have all of those items. Are they all provided on the train network? Now that's a good question. Our pelts are on the network. Yes, pelts are on the network as pelts. I do have all of these. I don't believe that there's a single one of these that I don't currently have on the train network. As for you, also true. I should have all of that. BMPs, the bumps, I should have all of that, I believe. Technically, I have. I don't remember if I put... I did have Crydren on the network separate from the Crydren adrenal cortex. So I should have everything here. Maybe not the carapace. I'm trying to remember. I have carapace, so that's fine. Yeah, so this is just a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional factories being placed. Just place 6 factories. Build 6 somewhat large train stations as well, but you know, we'll get through it. All right. Well, I hope I have at least 6 places for factories here with enough slots, spaces for station. Here I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solid inputs. Whoops. Let's get it done. Let's get this done. I actually think I will have perfect samples next stream. I think I will perfect sample next time. Since I'm looking at this now, looking at the actual work involved, I think we could perfect sample next time. Don't guarantee it. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm guaranteeing nothing. But we could potentially do this thing. Especially if our stream today gets extended as well as the next one. But we haven't had our stream extended in a little bit, so we shall see. as a general reminder, folks can help extend the stream by supporting the channel at a total of $10 equivalent of support during a stream. I will extend the stream by 1 hour. This will happen one time in total in that particular stream. It can be through any combination of things. It does not have to be any one person. Though generally speaking, it has pretty much always been one person. Doesn't have to be. And orders of my 3D printed stuff will count. So long as you either purchase on Etsy using my 15% discount code, or leave a comment on the eBay order saying that you want it to count. It does not include the price of shipping. So as long as it's an order of $10 or greater that does not include the price of shipping, it will count towards the goal for the day to extend the stream by 1 hour. And you get stuff in the mail eventually. There's that too. There is that idea as well. It's like, oh yeah, and you get something from it, physical, that you have. For now until forever, unless you break it. Autosave is autosaving. Just if you do that, make sure to like yell and scream, because I have to like check my emails for any of that stuff. Make sure that I can see it, because I don't have a means of being automatically notified when my orders go through for eBay or Etsy. That should be done now. Just waiting on the stuff to arrive at this point, and then we'll have the recombinant erythropoietin. Oh yeah, and then the other thing about Etsy in particular, this first half of February, Etsy has a promotion going on for sellers where any orders made through the through outside clicks, such as if you use my links, if I have the link posted and you use my links to go to my store and you make an order, under normal circumstances, Etsy would provide a small, what is essentially a discount on their fees that they take out on the store fees. Usually, the store fees are 6.5% plus a flat rate on the value of the order. If you use a link, one of my links, I get back 4 of that 6.5% under normal circumstances. So it's a huge reduction on the fees if you use that code, or if you use any link and buy something within 30 days of using my link to my store. For this first half of this month, they have increased this to the full 6.5%. So they are fully refunding the entire percentage-based cost of their fees. Now, they say they said that it's like get all your fees back, but that's not actually true. You still have to pay that flat rate, as far as I can tell. They did not say that they have decided to give you back your flat fee for the sale. So we still have to pay some sort of a fee, of course, and we still technically pay the fee, and then they give it back to us. Ugh. But yeah, anything within the first half of February, or at least I say first half, the first 15 days, which is slightly above half for this leap year, February. Ah, boy. Did you know that we were streaming on Leap Day this time? This year? We actually have that Leap Day is a Thursday, I think. Yeah, Leap Day, 29th of February is a stream day. So we're going to be streaming on February 29. Oh boy. That's slightly unusual. That just worked out and I didn't have to change anything. It's just part of the regular stream schedule. So yeah, now until the 15th. Anything that comes through any of my links. It's another good reason why I set up a Pinterest. I set up a Pinterest with like all of my listings to Etsy, because any clicks through Pinterest would also count towards that return, that incentive that they have for bringing in traffic to Etsy from outside Etsy, that sort of thing. All right, I came back to the mall so that I could set up the Schrodinger antelopes, since I now have access to tritium. So I will import tritium here at the mall. I also need to check what else I need for said initial antelope to see what else I may need. For the first one, we need their codices, of course, but I think the only thing I really need here is the tritium to make them. Oh yes, I need the stuff to make the like cages for them. We will do production of cages in the mall for the antelopes, the empty cages. Time for tritium in the mall. I did not define tritium. I did not define wall shields or diverters or any of that. Really wish this list was searchable. All right, good. 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 Just don't forget to bring the pipe up. Ah, so slow. Move on the pavement, please. On the asphalt. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's make this infrastructure be built in a creature chamber. That sounds like a great idea. Antelope. Bup. I need antelope DNA. I'm gonna put a thingy. I'm gonna thingy. A 5 a 5. I'm a 5 a 5 it. Ooh. I do have that request. Good. Thank God I have that requested already. Antelope thingy-ma-doo hickers. And the containers. Gib containers must have all of the containers. And then I will get to test and potentially cry to see how this works with caging and uncaging with insane productivity bonuses. Yes, this will most definitely be amazing. It shall be amazing. Oh, did I not diamond? Did I not diamond? I did not. Diamond. Must be a slow train. Anyway, containers. I have them. Okay. There's that, and then there's what will be this. Alright, how far am I going? Pretty decently far. Alright, there they go. Milestone has been achieved. There it is. Milestone. First Onager antelope. We got a couple of them. We got a couple of them. Alright, just so that I can have a look-see and see even if this actually works. Antelope caging. Antelope uncaging. Productivity. It's not called a cage, is it? Yeah, it's called a container. Boy. Antelope. Containers. Productivity is 100% on each of these in the current state. But we're gonna have, you know, a bit more than that in the grand scheme. This will just tell me whether or not this works. The answer is, survey says yes, it absolutely works. Where's he running? Where's he running? What's up? Why is he running? Why is he running? Why is Mr. Cat running? Is there like a delivery? I have to check this now. Connecting to camera. Connecting. It's not going to connect, is it? View. Load. No event for just now. There's a nothing. There's a nothing. He ran for no reason. No reason at all. Stupid cat. Anyway. So yeah, it works. It I think it is pretty clear that it works. And it works exactly like the other systems with cages in that you are getting no productivity on the antelope itself. You do not get, or blah 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 blah. You're getting productivity on this output here primarily. Not so much on the actual antelope itself out. So one caged nurture antelope is 1/2 antelope out, but always a cage. This will always take the antelope and the cage and give you the full productivity bonus applied to the production of extra caged antelopes. So, yeah, it ends up overproducing on the cages in the end. But yeah, now we know that that works, and it's glorious. It's beautiful! Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so very nice and wonderful, glorious, beautiful things. Now we shall nanochondria. Now shall be the nanochondria. This needs a bit of a bigger train station. And I need to build fresh. So up we go to build fresh up here. Build this here in this slot. I mean, that's like the factory, right? 2 fluids, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Ta-da! That is the Nanochondria factory. Let's get this done. Oh, game performance. I wish you were better. I hope that the back-end updates on the game leading into version 2.0 is going to make the game more better performant at large scale. That would be a great thing. Where is this? Like, that's my top of list, number one thing that I want from the game, just period, is just better performance. And you know what? It does not really matter if it's an update, an expansion, Factorio 2. It doesn't matter. I want the game to perform better at scale. That's really number one on the list of desires, is better performance, period. because it utterly fails at scale. At, like, realistic levels of scale. Like, actual realistic scales that people build at. He's licking. He's licking. Ollie cat. That's water. That's water that you're licking. It's wet. Have I mentioned that this cat likes wet things? Have I mentioned this fact yet, that he likes wet things? Yeah, your bed is wet because you brought me a wet toy and I squeezed it. I squeezed it as dry as I could and it made the spot wet in that spot. And now he has to lick it. Lick it until it's clean. Lick it until it's clean and dry. Yes, Mr. Cat. You're gonna end up ruining that thing by doing that licking, though. With your hooks on your tongue. Yeah. Hi. Big boy. Yeah, it's full of your hair. I know. I know, it's full of your hair on that spot. It's all wet. I wonder why. I wonder why that spot's got all sorts of hair all over the place. Someone needs to come clean it every so often. Someone's gotta clean it. Alright, Nanochondria. Let us bring in jelly. Jelly! Bring me jelly. Bring me canalgus bacteria. Magnetic material. Resin. Boogers? Yes, bring me boogers. Collagen. That's the word I'm looking for. Adrenal cortex. Pelts. Pineal glands. Alien enzymes. Propeptides. This alloy. This one. Titanium, cobalt, chromium. Tycoker. Metallic glass. Chitin, that must be de-stacked. Did I miscount? Nanocarrier. Oh yeah, diamag. I missed the diamag. I don't miscount. I just miss. Which is worse, I don't know. Oh, that was the correct line. That was absolutely the correct line. Nanochondria. Bring it. Yes, bring me the things. Request the stuffs. And get the stuffs. This might be the last ingredient coming in. The pineal glands. There it is. There it is. Nanochondria. Excellent. Next. Anabolic RNA. Needing 8 solids. And a fluid. There is quite a bit of overlap in the ingredients for all of these things. It's gonna make it take a little bit longer before they all get moving. Alright, GTA, get in there. Get the request in, put the thingy down, give it some dudes. I will consider this done. And RNA is finished. The anabolic RNA is done, leaving us with BMPs, orexigenics, and immunosuppressants to go. And I believe that is absolutely all of the upgrading items. I do believe that that is all of the things. Somewhere in this list, they should all exist and be next to each other. Yes. Yes, they are. I do have BMPs next. Bone morphogenetic proteins. They are mostly next to each other. So there's RNA, anti-tumors, antivirals, which I have. The BMPs, they're split up from each other. Dang. Orexigenics is on my list. I've got growth factor. I don't have pheromones. So a while back, pheromones were interesting. They were among the items that one would make to have across the board for all of your highest level recipes for raising cubs. I believe that was part of that process back before, in the before times, before alternative energy released and all this these updates happened to the balance. Yeah, the pheromones were used pretty ubiquitously as a primary ingredient for a lot of more advanced creature recipes, like the ones that one would want to use type situation. So pheromones were required for that if you wanted to reduce your overall factory footprint at that point. Just a shame, though, that you have to actually reduce your factory footprint for performance reasons more than anything else. Alright, we need a lot for this. Actually, let me compare. They are the same. They are the same ingredient count, but this one uses fewer fluids. This one uses an extra fluid, and that uses far less stuff. So the BMPs, which are next, will be on the other side that has a bit more space available for it for the extra for the extra fluid. Though I think that it wouldn't matter in this instance between these two. I think there's enough space for both, like regardless of which one I did in that left-hand spot. But this may be our last factory today, since we are ending at our usual time. We have about 6 minutes left thus far. Unless something happens that forces the stream to extend an hour, we will be ending at our normal time, as per usual. That should be 9. Bring me dimethyl sulfide, as well as canalgus. Collagen. Neoglands. Alien enzymes. Purine analogs. Hyaline. Tycoker. Chitin. Again. Laboratory instruments again. And glassware yet again. I swear this glassware. Gib stuff. Have you made anything yet? No, of course not, because we haven't gotten deliveries of all the things yet, I think. Oh, yeah, you. And you are delivering the adrenal cortex that you are lacking. So that will get moving very shortly. This may take a little longer. Supply bumps. Supply BMPs. The bumps. Depot BMPs. Locoist of locomotive. That is BMPs done. We gotten those adrenals. Oh god, that's a, well, that'll take a bit. That'll take a bit of time. And that, he says, looking at his phone just to make absolutely certain that is the most likely end of the stream. We have, over the course of the day today, gotten into Xeno eggs, as well as gotten into the Nanoenzymes. Nanoenzymes. Enzymes. I consider them enzymes, not nanozymes. I think that's a typo, but I could be wrong. I called them enzymes. They're zymes. By the game words says nanozyme. But we got the eggs for the zymes. got the zymes. Got the eggs. Got tritium. Got infinity tritium. Infinity tritium. Yes, from the thingy. We are fusing. We are fusing deuterium and getting tritium and voiding excess tritium, because this is a productive process that, as it turns out, works on the return byproduct, like the return stuff. So it's working on this. We're getting free items basically from this, and anything excess gets voided, such as from the SMU, the superconducting magnetic units that are being cycled here. And we're filling up dudes, filling up our trains with stuff. Got multiple items there. With tritium, I have set up Schrodinger's antelopes. We've got plenty of those now going, and I did, in fact, confirm that our productivity works with them well enough. It works well enough. And then we've gone about working towards our perfect samples by setting up nanochondria, anabolic RNA, and BMPs, and recombinant erythropoietin. So a lot of the main ingredients needed to create the upgraded creatures, to do the upgrading of creatures. So all that we have left is to get the orexigenics and the immunosuppressants before we can go about setting up what we need to launch Dingrits into space and get Dingrits to launch into space, cough cough, as well as to get a whole bunch of creatures to upgrade, get the creatures online and on the network, and get things infinitely produced of everything that is caged. Try to figure out some sort of a easy enough layout for all this. Last time I did this, it was in my mall, but we're going to try to do this not in the mall this time. That would be ideal. Keep it on the rails. Keep this base a rail base. And yeah, that's a few inputs there. It's a few inputs. Yeah, just ignore all the caged creatures. That's a more general idea of what we need for these. Perfect samples are pain in the rear end, a massive pain in the ass. So yeah, that's that. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been a Talkie Show, but if you enjoyed today's stream, do all the stuff below the video. I will be back with more of this on Sunday. I hope to see you all then.